Welcome back to the Stoop, football fans. It's your boy Lolo, and today it is actually Friday, not like yesterday, which I thought it was, and somebody told me it was only Thursday, but it is Friday, guys. We made it through another week. I hope you all had a decent to good week. If you did, if you didn't, I'm glad you're here spending some time with us. So peace to the Stoop crew who's been here all day putting in their comments. We had Jimmy's Ghost, Jimmy Bremer's Ghost. We had Mr. Tom, Ben Ireland. I see you guys there. Saul, everybody in here. Bandy. Who else? Paul H. Good to see all you guys in there. And everybody is talking about Manchester United getting knocked out of the FA Cup. That is a very interesting occurrence to have happen, especially from a club like Middlesbrough. Yeah, there it is, the tweet right there. They went to penalties, and eventually Middlesbrough got the best of them because someone from Manchester United missed a penalty. That being said, I read something like Manchester United have never won in a penalty shootout in the FA Cup. I don't know if that's true. Somebody can look it up and correct us on that. But yeah, very interesting statistic. Either way, guys, it's Friday. It's happy hour. It's time to start drinking. If you haven't, go ahead and crack it open. Cheers to you guys. And cheers from the Stoop. Oh, and it looks like we've already got a super chat here. Who's that? Jimmy, Bremer's Ghost, Slancha. There you go, my friend. Slancha to you. Fucking drink. And I know it might seem like I'm drinking by myself, but I'm drinking with you guys, as well as one of my best buddies. Get him in here, the Lone Wolf of Brooklyn, as we're going to start referring to him as, Mr. Mark.
What's going on? The Lone Wolf of Brooklyn.
We're gonna have to.
They gotta be out there somewhere.
To that. Fuck them, man. They don't want to.
They gotta be out there somewhere.
Hey, it's kind of like pictures or it didn't happen. Get on the Stoop or you don't exist, my friend.
Exactly. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy
it's been
Friday,
a long,
man. How are you?
Long week. I'm good. I'm happy it's the weekend. I'm kind of starting to Jones for some football. We got some football this weekend, don't we?
Yeah,
Please?
yeah, we do have one match. It is one of these that you would call El Crapico.
Really?
Which is Watford Burnley. Yeah, that's
Watford Burnley. So not Wolves and Norwich. Norwich.
Are you guys playing?
I think so. FA Cup.
Oh, FA Cup. No, that's
the
FA
Cup.
The fuck up. See, us teams who have decided to put that behind us, we're not concerned with that. We're getting
just remember, trophies matter.
Oh yeah. Until you get knocked out, and then you realize, no, the FA Cup is just a distraction. It's not worth it. All the reasons. The silverware of the FA Cup is super important. For those who are still involved.
I applaud you, though. I applaud you that you are able to get rid of all your distractions in the first half of the season.
And you know what? We got our worst month out of the way, too.
Aubameyang, you're out of here. Mary, we haven't even learned your name yet. You're out of here.
Everybody fucking ship up or ship out, and they all fucking shipped out. Because, you know what? Arsenal scored 1 goal in January. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
And got knocked out of 2 cup competitions and won nothing. So it's fucking fantastic. What's going on, Paul Smith? He says, cheers from Merseyside. Good to see you. Yeah, so Manchester United, all that shit talking they were doing about Arsenal, and then they go and get knocked out. So, yeah, we got knocked out by Nottingham Forest, but, you know, at least Robin Hood was there at once, you know.
I honestly can say that I know both the squads that won by name only. I know nothing.
Yeah.
From
what I'm
Middlesbrough and of Nottingham Forest.
You know, every time I hear somebody go Middlesbrough, and I'm like, no, you got to pronounce it like somebody from Long Island who really wants the middle seat on a plane, and as you're walking up on the plane, he goes, "Middles, bruh." Like they're calling for the middle seat for some reason, but that's how it is. Middles, bruh. That's how I remember it.
I thought maybe it'd be like, I come from a family of 3 kids. I'm the Middlesbrough.
Nah, that could work too. John doesn't like either of those.
No,
I just don't think
doesn't.
he likes us mentioning Long Island on the show.
I don't
Anyway,
think he likes Middles. I think he's got something about Middlesbrough.
Speaking of Middlesbrough and Long Island,
Middlesbrough.
Let's bring in we've got a guest waiting to get in the cantina doors, waiting to push through the swinging doors, and he is from neither of those places. So speaking of which, has nothing to do with him. Let's get him on here. You guys know him, you love him. He's become a Friday night regular, Mr. Ben Ireland, representing Leeds United.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Cheers, Mark. I suppose being 6'5" and my surname's Island, I am a Long Island.
Long Island. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. But Middlesbrough, no. But well done, Middlesbrough.
Where is Middlesbrough?
It's about an hour north of York. So
in the middle.
It used to be Yorkshire, but it's not anymore. So, and as promised, saw one from the top shelf for Middlesbrough.
There you go. And Saul's drinking from the top shelf. Good to see you, Saul, as well. How are things over there in Australia? That's good. The only good thing to come out of Middlesbrough.
Did you see the face he's making? That doesn't look like a top shelf face. It looks like you pulled out something from beneath the kitchen counter.
That's where it was, actually, yeah.
Oh, man.
No, but it was whiskey. It was whiskey. It's been there a while, but it doesn't really matter, does it?
Normally
that puts a little color in your cheeks, and it's completely paled you out.
It just kicked me out, I tell you now.
Hey, so Mr. Tom, one of our other Friday night regulars, just to clarify, but he clarified this for us. Because remember when Mr. Tom was never on the show and he was just our fact checker, basically, who would check all of our facts for us? He said the Scum have lost 6 of their last 7 shootouts, and it is indeed true. They have never won one in the FA Cup. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Who won the Women's Royal Rumble? Was it that woman?
It was Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, man.
He would have won like 800 grand or something like that if he had $1 million to put down on it. That was the one that Mr. Tom has actually won, his long shot that he actually won. So, Ben, you're getting a lot of shit for that look. So let's see. Should we get him to drink another sip and take another look at his face?
Let him recover.
I did it all in one. That's why.
That's how you know it's not good whiskey. You don't shoot whiskey. You shoot bad whiskey. You shoot bad tequila.
It was a 12-year-old. I can't remember what it was called now, but it was all right. It was creamy. It was a Scotch. I'm not a Scotch fan. I like Irish whiskey.
Not a Scotch drinker here. No, man.
No, it was a Scotch.
It's kind of the smoky thing. I'm not even a big fan of mezcal.
Yeah,
I like
for that very reason.
Mezcal.
It's
like
just the smokiness of it. It just gets a little overwhelming.
Are you guys whiskey with an E or without?
Depends. I think whiskey from an E is like the country it's overall, but I think whiskey without the E is Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
They have very, very strict like whiskey laws when it comes to like Kentucky and Tennessee whiskey. They are completely different, governed by complete different set of rules.
Yeah, I'm a bourbon fan. Bourbon whiskey is my favorite, and I made a mistake when I was in Spain, and they were asking me if anything, and I was like a whiskey, and all they had was Scotch, and I was like, "No tienes bourbon," and that is more of a reference to the Bourbons, the tyrannical leaders of Spain for the longest time, the family, and they do not like them there as much. So,
Najee, this is happy hour, and on happy hour we drink.
Get your ass on the show if you want to talk. If you want to talk football, you know, This is not our 30-minute show.
I'm sure
Me and Mark
he
are
can
so
go on
used
a
to, like-
rant about United.
He doesn't know anything about football anyway. Spots Chelsea.
Yeah, you're a Chelsea
for God's
fan.
sake.
Okay, let's talk about football. Let's talk about Chelsea. Did you guys see that Chelsea is indeed trying to appease Romelu Lukaku? And they basically brought out a new kit that looks exactly like the one Mark has hanging behind him right there. That looks like an Inter Milan kit. It's ridiculous. And they have
Serious?
photos of him. Yeah. It's a Chelsea kit, but it looks like an Inter Milan kit. I'll have to find it. I'll pop it up there.
I like how he said
That's
Milan.
crazy.
Milan, like Moulin Rouge. And into
Milan.
Moulin.
Inter Milan. Let's see. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. The last game I saw Chelsea perform very poorly. The whole like how they were getting frustrated with one another. It's like the wheels are starting to come off that squad. These are players that don't play well together. They play well individually.
I was saying this months ago. You don't know his best team. Oof, that's awful.
See, but I mean, it's basically Inter Milan. They're like, they're like,
looks
okay,
like
you want to go back?
It's like an
he's
Inter
going to
Milan
do
away.
like the 1930s swimwear.
Either that or he's going out clubbing later.
Yeah.
He's going to go meet up with Aubameyang in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I think, and do you agree, Najee, as soon as you're out there, for the money they've spent, it's not acceptable, the league position they're in. They should be top for me. If my team had spent 650 million, I'd want to be top. It's just like they just buy whatever manager they want, whichever manager they get in, which is pretty regular, whichever players they want, and they just end up with an overhaul of players.
Yeah. What's up, BX Gunner? Good to see you. Yeah, those are hoops. Sorry, not stripes. My bad. You are correct, Paul.
Inter Milan had an away kit, them colours, but I think it had a bit of yellow in it as well. They were hoops.
Yeah. Looking sharp, Lukaku. See, you've got those goddamn Chelsea glasses on, Najee. You see everything with a super happy Chelsea outlook. I
don't know. See. I think, if you are where you are in the table, you deserve some bragging rights.
Yeah. Hey, guys. 8563 Robbie, good to see you back on the show. He says, hey, guys, 3 ex-Leeds players dumping Man United out of the cup. Sorry, guys, I'm late to the party. No worries. We have just barely started hinting at the idea of talking about football.
Yeah. Johnny Howson had his moment when he scored his penalty in front of the Stretford end as well. He's a Leeds boy.
So we can talk briefly about that game. I mean, look, in the normal time, Manchester United should have won and probably should have won 3-0. Ronaldo missed a penalty. Bruno missed a fucking open goal with the keeper running away from the goal. And then the equalizer was like a basketball-style handball. I don't know how that didn't get overturned. I'm not mad about it. The first time I agree with VAR. Fuck them. So what do you guys think about that match? Any thoughts on that match?
I was happy with the result.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was an absolute handball. You watch the ball change directions when it strikes him. It hits him low on the wrist. I mean, and then to have that. They have VAR at Trafford. They should have been able to catch that.
Your Honour, I thought it was a perfectly legal goal, and it stood.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends. I mean, obviously, we're watching lots of teams that get to play with their hands, and other teams that don't.
Agrees. The jury's unanimous, I think. Goal.
No, I think all these guys in the comments right now are right on it. Of like, yes, it was a handball. It touched his hand. Did it change direction? Yes, but it was accidental. His hand was in a normal position, and there was nobody else playing the ball anyway.
You're not getting a penalty for that, so why should you get a foul for that?
Yeah, exactly. And and still he scored the goal. Like it wasn't like he hit the ball in with his hand. Like he still had work to do to score the goal. So fuck off. And look, like they're saying, Man United. Look at Mr. Tom. Man United showing why you need to take your chances. Exactly. And Chris says last and only time Leeds won FA Cup was 72. Ben was not even born, and
No,
I would highly recommend not assuming how old Ben is.
I came along 6 years later.
But
I've seen us win the league, the Charity Shield, and lose in the League Cup final. So,
hey, Paul Smith is going for you, Mark.
Right on, Paul Smith.
So
let's just get past Norwich tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you happy with January's signings, Paul, for Everton, or do you think they were a bit panic?
I thought Everton's, put good use that Luca Digne money.
Yeah, I think Dele Alli. I think a change will do him good. I think that's what he's doing. A change of scenery. I think a change of like personnel around him might up his game a bit.
Right. Lolo was saying they play him and Van der Beek play the same position.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Pretty much. There.
But you can
sitting by the coaches.
You can sit Van der Beek a little deeper.
Right.
In the 8 role rather as well, so you can play them together. I think.
Yeah.
But one on the bench, one on the pitch. It's not a bad option, is it?
You see, Saul's talking about how Lampard was a poor choice for Everton as far as management.
It's a gamble.
I think it might work out.
It's a gamble. That's it. I mean,
he has absolutely nothing to lose.
Yeah,
Frank can do whatever the fuck he wants, and there's no pressure.
When it comes to the Everton board,
let's see what he does.
When it comes to the Everton board and picking managers, I think people just throw names at them. And
I think they just put names on a dartboard and
don't do any research. Right, that guy will do.
Yeah. And where was Jesse Lingard? I mean, listen, not that it matters. It's not like Manchester United did not put out a team that could win. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's ridiculous. There's no excuses. You can't say Donny van de Beek would have helped. Jesse Lingard would have helped. Fucking, they had everybody. It was fucking Middlesbrough. Same thing with Arsenal against Nottingham Forest, where it's like, I don't care who we were missing or what. Fuck it. No. It is the style of play, the type of play, the drive of the players. There's something broken at Manchester United, and it's slightly more broken than at Arsenal. So,
where was Mason Greenwood?
I mean, they let him out. He was out on bail.
He is.
So he could have played.
He's suspended by the team.
Naughty boy.
Yeah, I got in trouble for talking about that earlier this week.
The guy might be innocent. I'm not saying he's guilty, but he just gives you that. He's just got that aura about him that he's just a twat.
Yeah, I didn't hear the audio. I saw the pictures. I think they were everywhere. You couldn't help but to not.
Yeah.
But my whole thing.
Mark, we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to, but happy hour, I guess, would be the place to talk about it.
No, we're not. Maybe we just let it sit. I think that's the smarter, more prudent move.
Manchester's full of alleged football rapists.
But, Lingard's kind of like, did I move up the pecking order?
So, guys, I was talking with the Arsenal guys on an Arsenal show last night, the Arsenal fan circle in the after party there, and we were all talking about, it kicked off with the Mason Greenwood sort of thing, and then we all, as us old folks here, so all of us well into our 30s, if not 40s and 50s and beyond, how thankful are you that your teenage years were not recorded and posted online for everyone, including your parents, to see, and your future children to possibly see. Like, how glad are you that your childhood was not put online? Because not saying I did that sort of fucking Mason Greenwood type shit, alleged, but I did enough bad fucking shit that, yeah, no. So how glad are you guys that we are just old enough to have... I mean, this is the most I've put out on of myself in my entire life, and this is very. We will talk football. We will not talk anything else. Really,
What you on about? You had a fetish in a shower with Cuba Gooding Jr. for the world.
I got paid a lot of money for that, and that's something I wish more people would watch because I would continue to get checks.
And
they watch me pissing myself in Prison Break, and I get like a $20 check every year.
Water sports in Prison Break. You should have seen him go, boys.
No, but how glad are you
look
guys?
like a guy who could piss himself really good. Can you do that on camera?
How's your Mexican accent? And I'm like, oh, it's pretty good. They're like, it doesn't matter. You gotta. We heard you in the bathroom earlier. You're hired.
You're gonna be. We'll just refer to you as prisoner number 3.
But I mean, absolutely right. Paul Smith says, thank fuck. Robbie says, trying to forget those years, Lolo. Don't need any photographic evidence. I mean, like, what is it? What? I just can't. Like, the people who are getting busted for saying something when they were 14 and they posted on Twitter some racist comment or something like that.
How'd you audition for that part?
I had an agent and they called me out for it.
Oh, they got camcorders
for him.
And then how did you audition for it? Like you didn't get you didn't get stage fright?
It was a completely different scene. And so
he didn't audition. He was just having a piss in the bathroom, speaking Mexican.
They're like, "Sorry, sir, the part's not right for you." And I'm like, "Okay, do you have a bathroom?" Yeah, right over there. 10 minutes later, they're like, "Jesus, this guy will have a show where halfway through the show he goes off and pees in the sink, and everyone in the world listens to him. He's got to be famous." No. Look at Najee. Najee, if you want to talk about football, you get your fucking camera on and you dial into the goddamn show. If not, stop trying to derail us with football talk.
Steve Bruce coaching.
You guys don't have much to... All right.
Roy Hodgson's coaching again. I thought he retired.
I think he thought he retired. He's like, oh, what? They're like, the phone's ringing, and he's like, the one in the sitting room. And they're like, no, your cell phone. Oh, my what? Fucking Skeletor. Lolo was hired to put out cell fires, basically. No, Mr. Tom, Najee is not banned. He just goes to bed at 9 o'clock at night. And on Fridays, he has to text us every time he goes to the bathroom. He comments on the show.
He only comes out when Chelsea have won. If Chelsea haven't won, then vanishes. Don't come and answer for his club.
Mark, I have to say, though, for this boring 2 weeks of no football, you and I have done a show every Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you've been an absolute fucking trooper. And our Stoop crew, our Stoop vampire crew, who calls in or who logs into the show at 3 a.m. to watch our show live. It's fantastic. But to all of you guys, and there was not a ton to talk about these past 2 weeks, but we did it.
we found ways. The transfer window really helped, and of course, the transfer window was maybe for the last time. Aubameyang helped with the subject or two.
Yeah. I made a song. It was great.
9 p.m. is one of them hours, isn't it, that just passes that you don't even notice. It's like one of the hours that you don't check the clock. It's just, it's fucking midnight already, do you know? So, yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
9 p.m. is usually when I yell at my 4-year-old, fuck, it's 9, go to bed. Like, where did 7:30 go? Najee, you wake up at 4 a.m. every day. All right, you guys heard it here. Najee has just said we will be doing a 9 a.m. in the UK show. From here on out, the Najee morning show. Morning traffic
9
show.
I think I'll be asleep.
At 4 a.m. Paul H. has a question here, and he says, what do you think about Newcastle? Sorry, you're back, John. What do you think about Newcastle? Guys, I think they did actually pretty well in the transfer window. I know they spent like £100 million, but they needed to. I thought they were going to spend more. But listen, they got Dunk in the back. They got... sorry, the jokes just started flying in my
not
head.
Dunk, but Dan Byrne.
Dan Byrne.
Dan Byrne.
Sorry. So they got burned in the back.
And they got Wood. Chris Wood.
And they got Wood up front.
I'd still stick by my bet.
So here's my prediction for the rest of the season. Speaking of Newcastle, Newcastle is going to win a lot of set pieces, and they're going to score from set pieces the rest of the season very, very well.
With the burning wood?
Yep. Those are some big boys on a team that already was pretty strong in set pieces.
Were they? No, Burnley.
Just saying.
I don't think Chris Wood.
Burnley just signed a 6'12".
Chris Wood's done nothing this season.
Wegman or something.
They're a big side.
Verst Wegman or something.
Vegman, Verger.
I think Burnley got the better deal with Wegman. He's not a bad striker. So I think they bought well.
Yeah, I think Burnley lucked out. All said and done, because like Ben just said, Chris Wood hasn't done shit this season. Now Burnley have only played like 5 matches. Burnley have like 14 games in hand. But listen, Newcastle got Kieran Trippier, and from what I've seen, the couple of matches that I've seen him play, he's not just slotted in as a right back, as a defender, as a right back who gets forward and crosses. He's yelling at people. He's reorganizing on the pitch.
He's being a leader.
Yeah, but
that's something you like to see.
Leeds went to sleep second half, and I don't think it was anything to do with Newcastle playing well, but Jack Harrison had his life for that full first half. So he's not
But that's Leeds United. That's Leeds United who fly up and down the pitch. But against a normal team, he was doing some damage. And once again, my point with Kieran Trippier for them is that it's not just the skills of the footballer that are coming to light. It's the leadership. He's coming from Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, which is a defensive fucking beast. Yet every single player for Atletico Madrid has to do everything the way that they set up and play. And so he came out and he's pushing players into their right positions while on the pitch. So it's not even fucking Eddie Howe doing it. So I think, and look, that Bruno Guimaraes, he fucked off, dissed Arsenal to go for the cash. I hope he fucking does terrible. But he's a decent footballer, and he's a box-to-box footballer. These guys, listen, so many matches this season, Newcastle should have won or should have drawn, and then they lost or they drew. These guys are enough to at least keep those draws and possibly wins. I don't think they win a shit ton of matches, but I think their losses become draws and they stay up. And they beat Norwich. They got 4 points off of Leeds United this season, right? They drew with you guys earlier this season, and then they beat you. But they can beat Burnley. They can beat Watford.
If you carry on out, they'll beat Arsenal.
Oh, I guarantee you they'll beat Arsenal. We're the worst. For example, when Aston Villa came up a few years back, I was like, fuck, Villa's back again? And somebody was like, don't worry, they're terrible. They'll go right back down. And I was like, it doesn't matter. They're one of those teams that Arsenal just goes to sleep with. Goes to sleep on.
No. Continue. Continue there.
It's just scanning the barcode, man. Just scanning the barcode.
In answer to Chris there, I think Phillips will be back within 2 weeks. He's training again, so Banter, we don't know.
I don't know if you can say Leeds are in big trouble without Bamford and Phillips, Chris Baldwin, because they've been without Bamford and Phillips for most of the season, I would say, for the majority of the season, and they're only a few points below where they were last season. And so when they come back, if either of them come back, listen, I think Leeds United will be just fine. Leeds United isn't getting top 6. You're not going to be playing in Europe. That's fine. It was never the goal. We're hearing clearer and clearer about Leeds United's whole plan coming into the Premier League was to spend as little money as possible to stay up for 2 seasons and then go spend some cash. From what I'm hearing. Am I wrong, Ben?
No, that's correct. Answer to Naji's question, how close were West Ham to getting Phillips and Rafinha? About as close as Chelsea are to winning the league this season.
Or about as close as you are to spelling Rafinha's name correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking disrespect. Right. Put some respect on that man's name.
What you'll find there, Naji, is that they made the bids just to try and please the fans that they were doing something. They were never going to get them, not for that price either. So,
no, and I told Brawley, I was like, listen, you guys just worded it wrong. Instead of saying here's 50 million for Rafinha, say here's 50 million for Rafinha and Tyler Roberts, and then they'd be like, okay, cool, you can have him. You got to take Tyler Roberts as well. Get him the fuck out of here. Of course, I think that's just the fans' view. I feel like Bielsa and everybody in the Leeds organization love them some Tyro.
He's a Leeds player. I want to get behind him. He's not the greatest Leeds player, but he still plays for Leeds. So
I don't know. He's still fairly young too. I mean, he's like what, 23,
22.
Listen, hasn't he played over 100 matches for Leeds United?
Played, I think 100 exactly. Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
But look,
Rads and Bielsa will not both be gone in the summer. There's a chance Bielsa goes just because he usually only stays for a short amount of time anyway. But no, Radrizzani...
I don't think it's a case of Radrizzani will be gone. It's a case of he'll just drip sell his shares, and eventually 49ers will become majority shareholders, but they still won't be 100% shareholders. So he's going to be there for at least 5 years. But I feel someone's just fishing for bites. So, yeah,
absolutely.
Well, of course.
No, that's his style.
You don't get it unless you ask. You know, not that they were going to get him for 50, but I mean that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
You have the link, motherfucker.
You know, my curiosity is if Leeds was looking at somebody that was going to cost them a shiny penny, would they have thought about it?
I have a feeling it's like the West Ham attempt at going for Phillips Rafinha is just to sort of appease the fans.
I completely agree. I mean,
have a feeling that the Aronson thing with Leeds stinks of the same thing because they were never going to sell him.
Right.
Whether they're trying to butter him up for the summer or not, but it's like Leeds usually do the homework on players, and they would have done the groundwork long before midway through January. And they have no backup plan to it, you know. So it's just a case of I predict at the beginning of January we won't do any business. Simple as that.
I think you're absolutely right there because knowing Bielsa, if Bielsa thought you guys needed Aronson,
you would have got Donny van der Beek. Yeah,
he would have had a backup for him, knowing the situation. But no, I think you guys used the winter window the way that a lot of smart teams do. And what you do is you're essentially writing like like a letter of intent saying, hey, can we have that guy? No? All right, cool. Well, here's a little bit of an offer just to make it official. We know you're going to say no, but just so you know, that guy's now thinking about us when you guys are in bed together. He's thinking about us.
Also, it's drawn a lot of other eyes to him from other clubs.
Exactly.
So the competition and I think the mistake Leeds made was they put a 15 million bid in. There was no answer. There wasn't a rejection. There was just no reply. And then they upped it to 20. So you're going to have to start at 20 now. I'd have just left it at 15.
Yeah. That was the weird thing, was that they upped their bid on him. Yeah. So I felt like a lot of what Arsenal was doing was not to actually sign anybody. It was to go, hey, this is where we're heading. If we could get him right now, sure, but we're not going to really work too hard. And somebody in a train station.
No.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. It was like outdoor New York.
It's Mark.
It's New York.
No, it was weird. It's
People
just
honked.
There's not been a
crack. No, I'm sure in 10 minutes there's going to be a helicopter, and then 10 more minutes is going to be an ambulance.
It sounded like your living room.
Yeah.
No.
Is it the text robot? Is it sent on?
We overlook the street where the office is, so I mean it's right there.
And you were quiet. So it picked it up. Devin Lindsay says, so many transfer rumors coming out of Sky Sports papers were completely squashed from Guillaume Barag on the Football Daily podcast. So much of this, we are in a boring 2 weeks.
It's Guillaume Balaguer. It's Spanish, Lolo. Come on.
So it wouldn't be Guillaume Balaguer, I'll tell you that much.
No, that's how they pronounce his name on Sky, Guillaume Balaguer.
Yeah. So
but they're not Spanish. Exactly like the most proper pronunciation on Sky.
Yeah.
I mean,
Guillaume possibly.
You hear names butchered worse than I do.
Yeah, see, it was a honk. We heard the honk. Let's get him in here. You guys, did you check his ID? Does he have his Vax card? No? Does he have his V card? Oh, he doesn't. All right, let him in anyway. Liverpool Chris, back for the third time in a week. What are you trying to do? Get your free sandwich stamp?
I'm trying to get my hat trick.
Fantastic.
Trying to get my hat trick.
Yeah, it would be Balahay.
Cheers, all.
Cheers, man. Happy Friday, Chris.
Happy Friday.
Cheers, Chris. Sorry, I was reading. That's what I said. Balahay. Gay, hey. Yeah. Fucking jumped
After
on
5 weeks of no alcohol, it tastes strange.
What are you drinking? Is that Westerns?
Well, Saul says, drink, you pussies.
I got to redevelop my booze taste buds.
Do you guys remember the first couple of happy hours we had drinking words?
Yeah.
And they were like 5 hours long, and they quickly went downhill.
Yeah, I remember when happy hour was like 3.5, 4 hours long. Absolutely.
I'll have to go back and rewatch some of those because we're like, oh, what's the drinking word? Anytime anybody types it, we'll drink.
It was like Leeds once, and that was just dangerous.
Yeah, Leeds. I think one was Bielsa.
The fact that in my head this was 5 years ago just shows you how when it was really like a year ago. Chris, how are you doing since we last talked to you? What, last night? When was that?
United's out of the FA Cup, right? That's a gift.
Yeah, give them some time to concentrate.
Don't call them United.
Paddy McNair scored a penalty.
The scum is easier than United, isn't it? Just don't call them United. They're not entitled to that name.
Oh, that's
if anyone's a United, it's Sheffield. They're the original. So
scum.
Scum, man. The scum.
Yeah, Scumthorpe.
Scumthorpe.
Yeah, well, we are here talking random football. So any questions that you guys have, or football that you guys want to talk about?
Who were you guys talking about that Leeds put a bid in for? I caught the tail end of that.
Brendan Aronson.
Oh,
from is he at Salzburg now?
Yeah, not like the other one.
Salzburg.
Yeah.
He's from America, bro. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, he must be the best American player out there. And
then we got linked with about 5 American players after that. So,
Niners.
and then you're signing the full MLS. It's like, great.
And you know what's crazy? I start getting fucking asked questions on Twitter and social media and shit like that. Hey, you want to come on my show and talk about Brendan Aronson? I'm like,
Who?
I'm an American that talks about Premier League football. You think I know fuck all about American football? About Americans? No. So I'm like, let me look him up, and I just spew the same facts that everybody else knows about him. Speaking of Americans, we've got another guy sitting here at the door. Check his ID and the duck's ID. I don't trust that fucking duck. All right, if he's good, you can
How
let
is
him
this
in.
speaking of Americans?
I said speaking of other
I
things for
thought
Ben.
he fucking puts American
Long
football.
Island. What's up, Mr. Tom? How are you?
What's
Leeds is
going
going
on?
to sign Tom Brady.
Greetings, everyone.
Little Tom.
I'd take Tom Brady.
He's
Little
a winner.
Tom.
He's a winner, exactly.
Yeah, so I hear. I hear he's pretty good. I haven't watched
Who?
much.
Liam Brady?
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Liam Brady.
He
wasn't
had a
bad
good
player.
few years, didn't he?
Was he an Arsenal defender, Liam Brady?
Yeah.
Midfielder.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad
Midfielder.
player.
Oh, he's very good. So what do you guys since we're briefly talking about American players for a second, do you guys what is the well, I was about to say what is the British perspective, but I just realized there's 3 Americans to two Brits here. But what do you guys believe the USA's chances are in the World Cup? Do you see them advancing at all? Do you still see them as little piece of shit soccer players, or do you give them any sort of credit?
I feel that for individual quality in players, they're the best they've ever been. Like they've got some big profile players in Europe and around the world at the minute. If they've
When you
got
say some, we're talking like 3.
well, 3 or 4, 3 or
5,
4,
maybe 5.
maybe 4 or 5. But
That's more than some countries have.
it's whether you've got the right guy in charge
We have a joke of
to get the best out of him. I mean, I don't follow your football too much. I mean, I watched a few clips on Aronson.
Oh, Chris, this comment is for you, Chris.
So I watched the Mexico game as well.
We were talking about that.
we have a joke of the U.S. men's whatever it is I don't know what it's called is a fucking joke. The coach is a joke. The fact that they played a game at minus 17 Fahrenheit outdoors, which is what is that like? It's like minus 30 Celsius. Just for everyone that
They were in Minnesota, weren't they? What was it? Minnesota.
Yeah,
Mark,
yeah.
you've lived in Minnesota.
He play Aronson on the wing as well, and he's a number
Minnesota 10. In February. Would you go play anything outside?
Is that like Newcastle in January?
Not that cold.
In shorts?
That's pretty ridiculous cold. Now I used to
Norway.
I used to bike in that weather, but I would never bike if it dropped below or if it fell into the single digits. So if 10 was the cutoff, all right, it's double digits out there. I can do this, but it was. I mean, I was geared up, but it's cold. You get icicles hanging from every which way.
No, everybody was like they looked like ninjas. They were all like wearing these like full face things, full like that. Somebody came out with a fanny pack to keep their hands warm.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, that's
England,
illegal.
they're
And
called
it's like,
boom
are you
bags.
fucking kidding? How is it not illegal to just be out here playing right now?
Yeah.
But why would you do this? And Chris, you were talking about this. We were talking about this.
It's a joke, man.
Why would you?
I think it was.
It's a World Cup year. Why would you put your players in that danger?
Bless you.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were. I really think they thought they were being like smart or cute about when they scheduled it against, and they're playing a team from Honduras who never endures weather like that. I think they, after what happened to them 4 years ago, they get beat by Trinidad and Tobago. They're thinking about taking every advantage off the table. That game should be played in Florida, Carolinas, Texas, that was
basically what it really was is that the stadium in St. Paul is practically brand new. And I am sure that they took whatever they could get.
Way there in the
as
summer.
far as to
Why is there a stadium? Why isn't it a dome? You're in fucking
I'm surprised
Minnesota.
they don't play in Atlanta.
Nobody wants to play in a fucking dome.
Nobody wants to play on the tundra.
Do you guys play a different?
Minnesota?
They did, didn't they?
You play a different.
They did though.
Game.
And you know who didn't? Fucking Mr. Chelsea himself, Captain America, said, too damn cold. And he sat his ass on the bench and he did not play.
Can I ask, do you guys play a different venue every home game?
I think so.
Yeah, they don't have a national stadium.
That can't be very settling. That's like an away game in every fucking game.
And they'll play like in Orlando and then Minnesota. That's like playing in London and then going to fucking Germany.
Oh, piss off. Piss off. No. It's not like that at all.
To be fair,
it's
we did that when we didn't have Wembley for 6 years.
Distance? No.
Mark,
You're
talking distance.
I thought you were
traveling.
I thought you were equivalent to like, playing in like a top US spot and then hitting the backwater.
And by the way, even if you thought that, London to Germany are both state-of-the-art fucking facilities. So don't get mad about that.
My apologies.
I just think that
I'm just saying.
You can play.
What I'm saying is there's no home field. There's no home field.
Yeah, but what you're describing is what England did in the 6 years. I think it might have been 6 or 7. That there was no Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad.
We went around the country.
You're talking.
But your country is smaller than Texas.
You're playing in California.
Everything's smaller than Texas.
You're in New York. That's
you're damn right.
Thousands of miles.
Yeah, but there's no way you couldn't get away with a national stadium. Then, like most other, like they probably don't do that in Canada. They probably don't do that in China. Just if you want to get to all of your fans, you gotta rotate where you play.
Yeah. That's very true.
Don't get us wrong.
I think America's too big.
Pisses us off that it's always at fucking Wembley.
Yeah.
Wembley's shit. It's dull.
America will probably be like 30 countries in about 10 years. So don't worry about it.
And then the U.S. also has probably like more state-of-the-art stadiums, just around. I mean, everyone wants, and they're paying for it. Like Jerry Jones. How much money do you think he would spend to bring the national team to Cowboy Stadium?
Yeah,
just to have that revenue.
Yep.
What was that, Mr. Tom?
Lolo asked a question earlier about where we as the English see the American national team. Personally, I've always felt that America were on the cusp of being okay, like competitive, based on some of their placing at the World Cup. Like the year you got to the quarterfinals, I believe. I think it was 2002 off the top of my head. But you always have enough because in the region you're in, you financially can still stand above your competitors. Maybe not Mexico, but that's always been like a 1A, 1B kind of battle.
I mean, it's always Mexico, Canada, US. I mean, Canada is now starting to be in the... I mean, they're clear in the top right now. And they made the US look stupid.
Canada probably has I would say arguably the two best players in all that are
the
North
problem
America.
is with Canada, anytime VAR comes up, so they're like, oh, VAR is checking for offside, and the Canadians just go, oh, it's probably offside, all right.
Football's going to be...
It's fine.
Football in
and
America.
They just fucking let it go. They don't even let it go to VAR. They're like, no, you're probably
Canada has only recently
off.
got a professional league, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look, football in America is always
like 2 years old.
Disadvantage.
Well, Canada.
It's never going to be your national sport. It comes behind at least 2, if not 3 sports.
I'll tell you something that's interesting, though, Ben. In America, on television viewing figures, English Premier League gets more viewers than the National Hockey League.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not my opinion. That's fact. And that's why NBC are now going to pay God knows how many billions.
I wasn't referencing hockey. I was referencing basketball, football,
No, but
NFL,
Ben,
and obviously NBA.
But that's dug into what was always
baseball.
a big four. Whereas now it's a three,
The other
English
thing-
football, and then hockey.
Sports are incredibly regional in the country.
Mhm.
Like what is first
Yeah.
or what is second or third, like really
Right.
rotates
Right.
where you're at. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
some
yeah.
things
Yeah,
like-
and you might want to add that in Canada, you know, as far as broadcasts are concerned, a certain percentage has to be Canadian. So it's not like the airwaves can be flooded by Premier League, you know, because it has to be their own country's
Really?
generated programming. Yeah, like for radio, for instance, 65% of all radio playlists must be Canadian artists. So you can't have like
Celine Dion and
US
Bryan
music
Adams.
and US
you to know.
kinda.
That was a
That's
great
why
album.
why
That
a
was a
lot of
great
these
album.
Canadian
That's
bands
nice
can
one
hit it
as
really
well,
big.
Ben.
So that's Anne Murray
Jagged
and
Little Pill.
and
Alanis Morissette.
Gordon Lightfoot.
Gordon
Neil
That's
Young.
not-
Brian
Neil
Adams.
Young.
Oh, Brian Adams.
You know,
Rush.
Hey, Celine Dion. Come
Celine
on,
Dion,
come
yeah.
on.
Celine Dion, but what's the band?
Is Rush Canadian?
Terrence and Philip.
Rush.
Shut
Rush.
your fucking
Rush
face,
is
little
Canadian.
fucker.
Shut your fucking face, Haka
Radically Hip?
But what's the what's I can't think
Outcast,
of the name of
right?
the band.
Outcast is
Ooh.
Canadian.
Drake.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Drake
No,
is
Drake
definitely
is-
Canadian.
Drake's Canadian. Yeah. I don't rate
Uh,
Drake. I'm sorry. He's shit. Anyone that has to auto
I don't know anything about him.
No.
It's
Um,
it's like
I'll say he's
giving me a
top five, he's
Pitbull
top
reference. I got
10 to me.
nothing.
Pitbull. Oh,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Picture me on a Kodak.
Lone.
My thing about the U.S. and football, soccer, here we have
You
to
would
call
believe
it,
it.
is I don't understand how we're not a fucking force in world football.
I
Because,
can tell you why.
as I've said before, Jamaica is full of Jamaicans. China is full of Chinese. Turkey is full of Turkish. We have fucking everybody. We have everybody.
So do we.
And
but a lot of your
you're
top
much smaller.
athletes
Much
don't want to
smaller.
play football or soccer. They don't want to play it. Isn't the perception that it's for children and girls?
No, girls. Well, because at least when I was in school, you
That's not a
picked a
bad thing,
sport.
though,
You
is it?
had to pick a sport, and there was volleyball and soccer were what the girls did.
I played
There
for
was
Yorkshire
a men's
at volleyball. I
You
played
couldn't
for
play
my-
tackle
my
football until
county
you
at
were 8 years
volleyball.
old. So a lot of boys
It
who
was
played
baseball,
soccer,
touch football. Yeah, you played soccer until you went to like middle school,
and then you could
and
play
then it
tackle
became
football.
girls soccer. And that's why our women are fucking badass.
Yeah,
I still want to
think-
see the women play the men. I still want to see it. I want to see it in a balls to the wall. Winner
Right,
gets
no,
to
no,
go to the
they
World
did,
Cup.
they did. No, the women played the
15-year-olds.
It was in a
under
friendly-
17s or something.
It was.
They got
It
smashed.
was.
It doesn't matter.
it was
It's
so
still going to be
stupid.
competitive.
It was so
I
stupid.
personally think
I want a
women's level
competitive
football-
one.
Women's level
I-
football doesn't make professional standards in this country. I'd say
I read there was an
midway down
unpublicised match.
the non-league pyramid. I don't even think they make the non-league pyramid women's football. Some of it.
I might have this wrong, but I believe that it was a Fleco Bilbao's reserve team played their women's team, and it finished like 17-0 to the reserve team. But it wasn't publicised because of the absolute massacre that took
No,
place.
I think it should, right? And I think after that, then you should take Megan Rapinoe and say, right, you want to earn the proper money, you compete with the men, not against the men, with the men. Let's see how far you get then.
Well, you know what? I'm all for that as well. Is like in American sports when there's if you had a chick who could throw a fucking 100-mile-an-hour fastball, why the fuck should she not be able to play for a professional baseball team?
There's no
Why
rule
should
against,
she have to throw underhand?
There's no rule against women playing in the.
What I don't
So-
understand
so
is it's the sports where there's
I
no
keep
gender
begging-
difference, like snooker and pool. You don't have any there should be no difference in class between men and women in snooker and darts and things like that.
Yeah.
But there is.
But I even think like when Arsenal is sitting there screaming that we need a striker, anyone will fucking do. We'll take a fucking Everton injured Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and I'm like, we actually have Vivian Miedema, who is a fucking badass. You don't think we could stick her up front and she could get some goals? She could have knocked in some of the sitters that Aubameyang missed.
Probably could.
Or am I wrong? Just try it. Why not?
And a lot of that about like women at snooker and that is because they don't have the money to be able to train all the time to become that level at it.
Who does snooker? Who does? You start on the circuit.
Mark and I play pool, and Mark and I have played pool at a high level. And I think Mark can say this just as much as I can, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. But the women versus the men, it doesn't matter. Like there are badass women and there are badass men. And then there's the rest of us.
Absolutely.
Our team right here, Angry Eights, right here. This is our kit. Angry Eights from Brooklyn right there. Our team currently is more women than men on our team.
My mum's good at pool. She always was, especially in the 80s and that. But I'm just saying at the elite level.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not good at it. I'm saying they're not given the financial support. Like, say, a Ronnie O'Sullivan in our snooker was immediately like handpicked at like aged 14 or something. You're really good. You're going to be a world champion. Here's the money to play all day.
Because he's a fucking snooker genius.
He is. So obviously that's a.
There's nobody better.
Like talent has to be nurtured as such.
Just for you Americans, he's the Lionel Messi of snooker. He's Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's
got like
no idea
the
Lionel
10
Messi plays snooker.
times.
No, he's the Lionel Messi of snooker.
Yeah, but out of like the 10 fastest times to clear the table,
he's
he
like
has
5'3".
Mark, he could play better with his left hand than you could with your right, and he's just. Yeah, he takes the piss. He's that good.
I've never played snooker, but I
don't think it's anything like
he's a very good shot.
No, it's tough as shit.
All like pool, man.
Lawler plays snooker.
The pockets are half the size for a start.
You don't have a
and it's all about hitting the ball, isn't it?
Yeah, and you don't have a chip on your cue the size of a dime.
Snooker time with Lolo.
I don't have
like
a
using
tip
a
on mine
pencil.
the size of a dime.
No, the tip on a snooker cue is like a pencil. It looks like a little bit of lead and wood.
Yeah,
it's like that tiny. It's awesome.
Messi destroyed his reputation. He's got 5 goals in 5 Champions League games.
Messi could never destroy his reputation unless he did a Mason Greenwood or a...
Well, Master, as a Madrid fan, I'm sorry. You guys
Look.
And Messi is better than Ronaldo.
Exactly.
Andy's here. Andy will enjoy betting in the dark.
The Ronaldo Messi argument.
Okay, fellas.
The Ronaldo Messi argument.
We finally started talking about football, and it led to American soccer somehow. But listen, guys, we're up at the hour mark. So it's about time that we do some betting in the dark with Mr. Tom.
Betting in the dark with Mr. Tom.
Come on, love, place your bets.
Betting in the dark with Mr. Tom is brought to you by Cyril.
Just promise me
if you don't know an answer to a question of trivia, just go, "Hey, Cyril." He won't answer. Before we get started, Mr. Tom, we actually have a new guest who's arriving just a little bit late, but it's only 5 p.m. where he is. So everybody, give it up for Mr. Stan the Man.
Stan?
Hey, what's going on, Stan?
Yeah, what's up, Stan?
Everyone.
Cyril says hello, Stan.
That's the Tony Adams 94
That's 1998.
98 shirt, yeah.
Yeah, Vieira.
That's a 98 one.
Vieira on the back.
Vieira, nice. Well, Stan, I know you love the trivia, so you're here just in time for trivia to get kicked off. But before that, we always do betting in the dark with Mr. Tom. So, Mr. Tom, why don't you take it away? And no disrespect, I'm just going to grab beers, but I can hear you. So we're grabbing beers, but we can hear you.
Basically, we have one Premier League game this weekend, and the rest were a lot of FA Cup games that were, well, before tonight's result, some foregone conclusions. So I thought, let's see what the Premier League game of the weekend is. And oh my God, it's Burnley versus Watford. Oh, if a match could actually make you vomit, it would probably be this. So basically, I've gone with this game's going to be absolute bollocks. And no goals, and Cornet will probably have a shot. Make yourself £8.
What does the second bullet point mean?
Well, generally, there's a bet called both teams to score yes or no, and I selected no. But basically, yeah, so it was a way to make it 3 selections. But yeah, basically, this match, absolute rubbish. It's probably going to be the dirt worst.
So the only
It'll
risk
probably be the most watched.
is Cornet
It'll be the most watched. Sorry.
What day of the week is this game?
It's tomorrow, 3 English time, so I don't know what that would be.
Is there a possibility Cornet doesn't play? That's what I'm thinking. Because when did Ivory Coast get eliminated?
Like
he probably
midweek.
I like this bet. I would take this bet.
I mean, obviously, it's very specific.
I think Ivory Coast got knocked out in the quarter round.
They got knocked out a good 5 days ago, 4 days ago.
Yeah, they were in the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah.
Something like
to
that.
be fair, though, even if he didn't play, that doesn't actually affect the money on the bet that much. Really, I'm just going for the 0-0.
Yeah, the 0-0, no both teams to score. But is that allowed on a parlay? To
It
go
certainly
0-0
is.
and no both teams to score? Not over here. I keep trying bets like that on our fucking thing, and it keeps saying these are not compatible bets, and I'm like, a 0-0, not both teams score.
On
How
the
is
thing
that?
I used, it would have accepted it had I actually done it.
Maxwell Cornet to have at least one shot. I am taking
It
this,
don't
and
even
I'm
have
gonna
to
put
be
10
on
on it.
It don't even have
if I
to be
put
on
10
target.
on it, I win like $90. Let's do it, Mr. Tom. Done. Stan the man, what do you
Excellent.
think?
It's not out of the realms of possibility at all, is it? That it could be a 0-0.
But can we go on to the second bet, which is my parallel
do it.
universe, where this is an exciting game?
4-2.
Whoa.
They've got no Dennis, have they?
Yeah, Dennis isn't playing. Let's remember that. So Joshua King to score. He would be one of the goal scorers. Maxwell Cornet to score. If it was 2-4, I see the other two happening for sure. But see, this is where I lose $1 at a time every fucking match.
Absolutely.
Because I bet these all the time.
Just bet on both.
Yeah, I'll put $10 on the other one and $1 on this.
Lolo, when the fun stops, stop.
Keep in mind, both of Watford's wins this season have been, I believe, 5-2 and 4-1 or 4.
There's goals aplenty in Watford matches, so I could actually see this. This is making me actually think. Now that we have sportsbook betting, I'm actually like up a lot right now from my stupid bets.
You really see 6 goals in this game?
I agree with Stu, Mark.
God, no.
I don't.
Absolutely not.
Listen, Arsenal couldn't get a single goal off of Burnley, but Burnley's going to be a little bit more open trying to win this game. I don't see Watford putting up 4. Maybe 2-3? Maybe 1-2?
That's the best I could hope for.
Is Wout Weghorst going to score?
Ooh.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I don't know.
Why don't we put... There has to be money on how many times they mispronounce his name.
Well, that was once, so...
All right.
Well, you don't know. Nobody knows how to pronounce it.
I thought I'd go with something that I thought was more realistic that could happen, and then I thought, what sort of absurd amount of money can I build up here? That for Lolo's sake.
You obviously won 800 grand last week, so you've got pounds to spend, haven't you?
Mr. Tom Ronda Rousey, man.
I have a feeling Bet 3 is another parallel universe.
Actually, Bet 3 is quite something different indeed.
What? Swindon Town the musical?
You better be awake, Bandy.
Exeter City. Bandy, where you at?
Is that the guy from the kid on loan from Aston Villa?
Yes.
Louis Barry?
I believe he turned pro at 16 or something.
Is it Gareth Barry's son?
Yeah.
It's possible.
It could be the Villa link.
It's actually Gareth Barry, just with a different haircut.
I was looking at the FA Cup games and it was like West Ham at Kidderminster and that. So there was no money to be made in the FA Cup. So I thought, what musical could I bring to the Stoop? So I did.
Swindon Town the musical. Absolutely.
I did.
I like it.
Wow. All right. Well, for $10, I don't know enough about these
I love the little
teams.
picture in the corner.
I think
which one?
I think you look really young in that fucking picture, man. Not saying
I had
that
to
you
scroll
look
far back.
Not saying that
I had
you
to
look
scroll
old.
far back in Tom's Twitter feed to find an actual photo of him. All the rest are dick pics of other people's dicks.
Yeah. I mean,
do not. On the Stupid Lolo does not endorse Mr. Tom's Twitter feed. We might look at it, but we don't endorse it at all. I don't endorse any of you fuckers' Twitter feeds.
There's some interesting stuff if you search around.
Retweet your shit. What you on about?
You've been on Twitter for like 4 months, and you've been kicked off 4 times. So shut up.
Good on you, man. Good on you.
You threatened to fight. You requested a fight with Antoine Rudiger.
He was so polite about it. That was the best part.
I actually.
It was like,
pardon me, sir. Would you mind meeting me in
Rudiger,
this alley so I can fuck you up?
No, I asked him, right? I said, for charity.
White glove and everything.
For charity, can we get it on in a ring? Let's fucking do it. I want to fight you. I wasn't rude.
But that's not PG.
I thought I ain't gonna get anywhere being abrupt and listen, you fucking prick and all this. So I thought, right, I'm gonna politely ask you for a fight.
You need to challenge Jamie Vardy, and then he might actually accept.
Could you imagine on the Arsenal fan server?
Jamie Vardy seems like the only way to get
threatening Tottenham players.
It sounds more like you invited him for a duel or something.
Yeah.
Pistols at dawn.
Jamie Vardy.
I say, sir.
Jamie Vardy, you would have to wager a caravan.
Yeah, you, sir. I'll meet you at dawn with pistols.
I say, sir. You have offended my honour.
I feel like Jamie Vardy, you would definitely need to wager a caravan. He seems like he would fight for Periwinkle Blue Caravan. Anyway, guys, it is now at our halftime, so we went into a little bit of extra stoppage time there. But it is halftime, so this is the pee break for everybody. If you need to go get a beer, if you need to go use the facilities, whatever, we have a video that we're going to play right now for those of you who don't need to do that. And we will be back in just a couple minutes. Remember, this is a shorter one. It is only 2 minutes. So be back in 2 minutes for happy hour trivia. Yo, Mark, I'll be right out. He can't hear me. The window's closed. The window's closed. The window's closed. Window is closed. Who did we get? Nobody knows. I tried to forget. Did we get that guy? Did we get the other? He spotted in London. A tweet from his mother would link with a guy out of our league. About to sign. Just what we need. Old lady calls. Dude got no balls. Our team is the laws. Cue all the trolls. You know you need somebody. Every year it's the same, linked with the name, but it ain't true. Who gets the blame? Mad at your club, mad at the news, mad at the social, all about views. Got me to click, reading some shit, wasting my time, I'm through with this shit. I got no say, so what the hey? Took my shit off to the end of the day.
You know you need somebody, anyone will do, but your club is run by children and they ain't got a clue. The window is closed, the travel window's closed, the window is closed. It's too
What a stupid song.
That's
And I love it.
It's brilliant. It's that bit at the beginning. Mark, I can't hear me. The window's closed.
The window is closed.
You are a genius in your own right, mate. You are
Very entertaining. Very, very
The
entertaining.
first three
I
times
made
watched
that
I
in
kept
like
looking to see
5
if Mark
hours.
was outside
Listen,
the
man,
window.
I feel privileged to share a screen with you. I do.
Dude, I made that start to finish in like, I don't know. I wrote some lyrics the night before. I woke up and I was watching my kid who was like homeschooling. She had to stay home from school because somebody in her class had COVID. And so I was like, okay, you're doing your little call. Okay, I got 30 minutes. I run downstairs. I record some shit. I come back up. Okay, lunch. Okay, here you go. All right, I'm going back down. And then I fucking shot it on a little iPhone and edited it and put it out.
The worst part is that I was actually waiting outside the entire time. I had no idea. I was just waiting. He's like, I'll be right out.
I still think
You never came
I hear
outside.
you. The window's closed.
I still think you could do a concept album about a season, like an Arsenal season from start to finish.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like basically,
We need to do
almost
a
street
song
album
about
or
a documentary.
something like
I think the last poem of last season was a good summary. It wasn't just Leeds. It was more a summary of the season.
Yeah.
I
You're gonna
think
have
we
to
do
do-
something with Swindon Town the musical and trend that shit.
You're gonna have to tell me how you hit them high notes, man.
Because you...
He's just got a small vice that he puts his minerals in and gives it a squeeze.
John, where's the red card?
You better not fucking red card me for that.
You
Okay,
should
guys,
do
I'm
one
getting
about the
trivia
Amazon
up.
documentary when it comes out.
Can I ask Chris? I've just been reading. Have you got a bite yet, Chris? Because you're persistent.
I got a what?
Not you, Chris Baldwin. He keeps fishing at us Leeds fans.
Oh.
Oh yeah, he loves fucking with you guys.
He tries, bless him. You have to try harder, mate. You have to try harder.
No, he loves trying to get you guys flustered. But okay, guys, so it is time for trivia, and I have to warn you guys, this is one of the toughest trivias that I've written. So I'm excited for it, but I invited Stan here because I know he likes the trivia, and I kind of feel like him and Chris and maybe Mr. Tom will be some of the only ones who can get some of these, but we'll see how it goes.
It's a backhand.
I think if anything, Stan wins for closest shave.
Do you know what
He's got us all beat.
Send a marker, go take Lolo out back and give him a bit of a
This
kicking.
Stan, Jesus.
Mark,
Was that
I'm
fell from the
rooting
shower?
for you tonight, Mark, because he's just insulted the pair of us there.
I already
that's
told
all
Mark
right.
there's a whole category he could take a break on and go like make
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
sandwich.
There's the full category I know the answers to. So
There
and
you
you
go.
can probably miss some of those.
Then let's see if Lolo remembers which one you wrote. Just answer
I love
your
this.
own.
Jeth Lolo Tull. Yeah, thick as a Lego brick. I love you, Saul, so much, man. And where's Scott Newby? I'm missing his comments on here. He should pop in here too. And
He
Bono,
normally
you're here.
he's been showing up late.
Yeah.
Scott
good.
Newby's a walking joke book. I know
Oh
you're
my
watching
God.
this, Newby.
He's fucking brilliant.
Have you seen his Twitter shit, man? He's fucking.
On behalf of the rest of the world, fuck you, Lolo. After I say I love you. And you know what? I still love you, so. Anyway, all right, guys, are you ready for this? Let's get to it.
Wow.
Happy hour trivia. Here we go, fellas. Here are today's categories.
Ooh.
Famous formations. I will give you a description, and you will have to name the formation of these managers. Before and after. Oh, fuck, and I fucked up. Player Philks.
I love Philks. I had such a good time with Philks last week.
And this is Ben's category. I fucked up Ben's category.
Fuck you, right? I purposely put football and films because I thought about it. I thought you fuckers call them movies and flicks.
Don't be such a sicho.
It's football and films, people. Not
Player Philks.
Player flick.
Flicks is FLIX anyway, no?
Americanized.
Philks.
AFCON with a question mark. You guys can ask me what that means. Foreign footy slang.
What does that
Real
mean?
names?
That sounds perverted.
Real names. You will have to guess if these names of players are real or not, and what sport they may or may not have played. Not safe for work dad jokes.
Is that the dad of dad jokes?
Oh yeah, these are like, these should be like uncle jokes, not dad jokes. All right, so Stan the Man. Remember, everybody, we have the Stoop crew versus the Stoopers. So Stan the Man, you will be on the Stoopers. Chris Stoopers, Ben Stoop crew, Mr. Tom Stoop.
I have my suspicions the crew's not going to do that well today.
I think it's rigged.
Okay, Stan the Man, you are our special guest today, so why don't you go ahead and pick a category?
Thank you.
I'm not going to work tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Can I go for player Philks for 100, please?
Player Philks for 100. And so remember, these are before and afters, so it will be a player's name that leads into the title of a film. Player Philks for 100. This overweight defender, not body shaming, wouldn't fit through the escape hole in this Stephen King adaptation.
So we got to find the player's name and the name of the film.
Yeah,
and they go together.
Yeah, but they link.
The last
name and the first word of the film is the same.
Okay.
Oh God.
Like for example, you've just had a player called, is it Stephen Goodwillie, who's just signed for Rafe. So you could have Stephen Goodwill Hunting, for example. So yeah, but not this in the answer to this one.
So try and figure out what either figure out what the film is or figure out what the guy's name is, and then go from there.
I keep coming up with Mr. It.
No, so wouldn't
You're
fit
not
through
wrong.
the escape hole.
Like,
What Stephen King film?
Ding ding ding.
Chris.
Luke Shawshank Redemption.
You are correct, sir. Luke Shawshank Redemption.
I would not call Luke.
Hey,
Shaw.
and Carol Gunny, welcome back, Carol Gunny. Carol Gunny got it right away as well.
Cyril is
He's
very
all
impressed.
torso. He's just
have
a
you
little
seen the
midget.
size of that guy's ass?
I didn't know Stephen King did Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, he did.
It was called Rita Hayworth. Rita Hayworth.
I was thinking of like The Fog.
Yeah, I was
Well
going
done,
to.
Carol, and good to see you.
He did. Stephen King did The Mist, I believe.
Yeah.
Chris,
films.
Let's do the same category, 200.
This injury-prone striker could probably afford both of these cars.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Shitter. Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
Marcus Rashford versus Ferrari.
That could be, but no, we're going with a different injury-prone striker.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
I get
Ding,
point.
ding.
I want points for
Patrick Bamford versus Ferrari.
You are correct, Patrick
Boo,
Bamford.
I get half the points.
And you know what, Mark? I'm going to give you half the points and take half the points away from Stoop Crew. There you go.
Why? He still
Because
got
he
it.
basically
No,
gave the
no,
whole
you
thing
don't-
away.
No, that was
Well,
an
I mean,
achievement for
Rashford's been
Mr. Tom.
hurt for most of the season himself.
I'll be honest, I didn't know the film, but I immediately thought injury-prone striker is Banter.
So see,
and then Mark
see,
set me up for it. To be fair.
I suppose Rashford's not a striker.
yes,
so give
Mo
those
Master
points
Jovic.
back.
Jovic might be more injury prone, but how does that fit in? The Jovic, Ford, and Ferrari. It doesn't fit, Mo Master. Come on. Listen, your Dungeon Master got the points. You should be happy. Okay, Mr. Tom, let's go.
Get back in a dungeon, my master. Can we have foreign footy slang for 600, please?
Wow.
All the way for 6.
It's because Cyril's not guarding him. You know that, don't you?
Okay, guys. Here we go. Pay attention, please. In Cantonese, however you say that, means to pick chicken. I guess that's easy to do. So this is a football slang that they say in Cantonese, and it literally means to pick chicken. What does it mean in football terms?
I've already forgot what subject I picked.
Footy slang.
Foreign footy slang.
Oh,
It's
thank
to
you.
do with nutmegs.
I guess that's easy to do, is picking chicken. To pick chicken. So what is something that is easy to do?
In football.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris,
Kick the ball.
that would be part of this, but more specific.
Pass the ball.
Something your injury-prone striker
Score a goal.
fucks up a lot.
Hit a sitter.
Ding.
Ding,
Yes,
ding,
a
ding.
tap-in goal. John, whose team are you on?
Stoop crew.
Cyril's.
Cyril.
Oh shit!
Yes.
I need to add a new team.
Yes.
All right, Stoop Crew, you'll get that.
Jesus.
Golden
Yes,
Cyril.
a tap-in goal to pick chicken.
Cyril's very pleased with you, Director John.
Yeah, and maybe they picked the ball out of the net, Paul H. Possibly. All right. That'll be Ben or Mr. Tom. Stoop Crew got that.
Can I have real names for 400, please?
Okay, you will have to tell me if this is a real name or if it's a name that I made up. If it is a real name, you will get bonus points for telling me the sport that they play. So what did you want? Real names for how much?
4, please.
400. Have a look, Doobie.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Ben,
False name.
that is incorrect.
It's a true
Ding,
name.
ding, ding.
Mark,
It's a real name.
and what sport does he
I
play?
get 50%.
Baseball.
No, so I'll give you the points, but you will not get the bonus points. He's a
Football.
football player for Zimbabwe.
Oh, you see,
named
I got
Have a
that.
Look
Football.
Doobie. So when he was born,
Is it a boy or a
they-
girl?
If you hadn't dinged Ben, we'd have got the points.
Real name spliff rolling.
have a look. When he was born, it was like, is it a boy or a girl? I don't know. Have a look. And then they figured it out.
You see,
what should we name
excuse
this?
me, may I just ask, right, put in an objection there, Mr. Point Scorer. When it comes to real names, they shouldn't, the points shouldn't
We'll
be
be
passed
winning.
over unless they get the spot, because it's a 50-50 guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
no,
agree with
because
that.
you would have got the points if you would have guessed the 50-50. Just don't be mad
Yeah.
that you guessed
No,
the
no,
wrong
and then
50.
I would have got bonus points, so...
You would have got bonus points. So the points go for real or false. I'm giving bonus points if you can guess the sport.
Miss...
All right, Mark.
Real names for 100.
Urban Shocker.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
False.
That is false.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
It's
You're
a
loving this
name,
category.
And
And what
it's
sport did he play?
golf.
You're incorrect. Anybody
Ding,
else
ding,
want to guess?
ding. He
Ben.
played discus.
Incorrect. He was a baseball player. So the Stoopers take that. Urban Shocker.
Right, I'm going to stop
Urban
dinging
Shocker.
on that one.
Yeah.
Or real name's 200. Let's just get rid
I've
of
already
this.
forgot what team I'm on.
Stubby Clap.
Over to you, Mark.
These are
No,
all
come
going
on,
to be
Ben.
real, aren't they?
Ding,
Yeah,
ding,
They're
ding.
all
Ding,
real.
ding, ding,
They're
real.
obviously all real.
Real. Real.
Yes. And what
and he,
sport?
and he played ice hockey.
No. Anybody else?
American football.
Basketball.
No. Ben, you get it. It was baseball.
Thank you.
Stubby Clap. Come on. That's clearly a baseball name.
Is that like a third baseman from the 1920s?
Yeah, and he couldn't catch
Basically,
Clap.
probably.
he couldn't catch
Wow.
it.
I think he played on the
From the
same
hands.
team as David DeGee.
Yeah. Is that Stubby
All right,
Clap
guys.
over
Right, I'm getting well away from that. I'm going famous
Played in the
formations.
VD League.
Famous formations for
The
100,
VD.
please.
Okay. What are we saying?
Famous formations for 100.
100. Here we go. Ajax and Barca have used this formation throughout their existence and are the more traditional examples, but Klopp's use of the formation as a function of high pressing, counter-attacking football has given Liverpool a resurgent identity.
there? Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding.
What are the numbers of this formation, Chris?
4-3-3.
You are correct. 4-3-3.
Mo Master was
Oh,
first.
Mo Master was first, but Mo Master, you still don't have those green letters on your name, my friend. So you were on the Stoopers anyway. Jimmy, slightly after that, but well done there.
I don't know.
It's a good thing Chris beat me by about 40 years on saying that, because I would have said Gegenpress and I would have lost anyway. So
What's this
Yep.
Gegenpress shit? It's just like, it's not working, is it?
Let's do famous formations for 400.
Arsene Wenger altered the landscape of the Premier League by playing more of a playmaking number 10, usually Dennis Bergkamp, in the attacking midfield role rather than a true second striker.
Ding,
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 ding.
ding.
What form? Chris?
4-2-3-1.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
ding, ding, ding.
Ben?
4-4-1-1.
You are correct. 4-4-1-1.
Oh, Mark.
The same formation.
Sorry, Jimmy.
It is, but the answer was in the question.
Polite golf clap for Ben there.
The answer was totally in the question.
It was definitely in the question. These are me going, let's give Mark a chance.
Even
Let's
I
give
know
Mark
that. and I
yeah,
know
Mark,
nothing.
this is the category you can fuck off for, probably. Yeah, I don't even know these.
Right. These
These are-
category.
There are
is-
definitely some categories that I write going, me and Mark will learn something.
Right, guys.
This is number Wang as far as I'm concerned. man.
Exactly,
This is fucking,
exactly.
and that's number Wang.
Personally, I enjoyed the other day when Mark called Lolo a motherfucker within the first 13 seconds of the episode.
Oh, which one
When
was that?
this?
Tuesday, I
When
think.
you put Neves and Rafinha in the red kits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tuesday.
you motherfucker!
You
That's
did
right.
Yeah,
Come in
I think
hot.
I commented because I was on my phone.
I didn't
when
want to see
commented.
Neves in it because
Don't you
I
dare
was.
put him in that fucking horrible red shitty kit again.
He's not going anywhere.
Hell, he doesn't look
Yeah,
right
Mark.
in red.
He's not
Right.
going
I was
anywhere.
upset.
And
May
I
I
was
just
personally upset.
it's going to be like 70, 80 million.
May I just say I've been
Get
looking
in a
forward to
different
this
shade of red.
category. I've been looking forward to this category because Lolo sent me some testers earlier. So we're going NS FW dad jokes for 300, please.
Oh, okay. Here we go. If you have kids in the room, send them away. It's too late to be up anyway. What do you call a
Oh,
cheap
cut.
circumcision?
Ding, ding, ding.
Tom?
A snip.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Stan?
Pencil sharpener.
Possibly, but no. Something that is cheap and cheap but still not worth it.
My ex-wife. Oh, wait. Shit.
Cheap.
No Tippin' Pippin.
Oh shit. No, I know what it is.
Well, ding, ding, ding it then.
I know the second word. I don't know the first word. It's a brand. It's a fucking.
Is it American?
Yeah, it's like a chain barber shop. I can't think of it right now. Ding, ding, ding.
He's pissing.
You're going supercuts.
Yeah.
We've got them supercuts.
No,
No,
not.
I'm thinking.
This is more of a term where you spent money and it wasn't worth it.
A letdown.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
A ripoff?
Correct. A ripoff. Oh my god. Oh.
And you're not a dad. It's amazing that he ain't a dad. He knows all these dad jokes.
Imagine. Oh, Jimmy, Spurs season ticket. There you go. Getting points for the
Jimmy.
Stoop crew.
Yes, Jimmy.
Who else do we have here? Paul H. Shortcut. That's worth 100. Jimmy, Free Willy trim with every back sack and crack wax. Sure. More points. A small doobie. Yes. All right. Mark, who you go with?
Tiny prick. That tickled me. I don't know why.
Real names 300.
World be free.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Chris.
Real basketball.
You are correct, and you got the bonus points. How many? I don't know.
As many as you like.
All right, keep it going.
Let's do
Chris, AFCON ? 200.
All right, you've hit the mystery category. AFCON has nothing to do with the tournament. AFCON has to do with African con artists.
Oh, come on. Oh,
So let's go. You said 300?
Oh, come on. That's controversial.
This email scam is perhaps one of the longest running internet frauds, yet continues to work. In 2019, it was calculated that over $700,000 was successfully scammed from Americans using this.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris,
Nigerian email scam.
more specifically,
Ding, ding, ding.
Dating scam.
Chris, I'm going to give you one
Ding, ding,
chance to
ding.
clarify.
A
Nigerian prince email scam.
There you go. There you go. Boom. The Nigerian prince. Yeah,
What?
everybody got it. See, don't be
What do you
afraid of
mean?
this category.
What do you mean? It's a scam?
Oh, John.
When the Prince of Nigeria asks for your help, you give him it.
They're from The Office.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 100% from the office.
Yeah.
AFCON. How dare they name their tournament AFCON after all of these African cons?
Let's do
I have a whole
400.
category of them.
Let's do 400 AFCON.
This country is second on the list of most scams of African countries. Over 534 romance fraud cases have been reported against the country, and they are responsible for a whopping £8.2 million in financial loss.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
Which
ding.
country? Chris, I heard you.
I didn't do.
Oh, then I didn't hear you.
It was Tom.
Tom.
Absurd.
I think it was Stan.
Oh, Stan then. I heard Mr. Tom second, for sure.
Ghana.
It is Ghana. Stooper's running away with this one.
Cyril's incredulous with rage.
I heard Cyril ding ding first.
Well, Cyril's racist.
Stick with that. For
That's just
500.
coincidence. How did you know he was racist?
He told me.
Oh,
email. I actually look at your Twitter account. I can't look at Cyril's Twitter account anymore. It's the duck and
I
balls
know.
on these guys.
It's awful. I know.
Some people have gone on the offensive against these scammers. When they receive a scam email, instead of deleting, they reply. Then they proceed to waste as much of the scammer's time as possible. What are these people called?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
Heroes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you 100 points
heroes.
for that, but not the correct term that they use. Saul says lonely. That is also correct. Genius.
Hackers.
That is also correct.
Hackers, because they hack the scammers. I've seen it on YouTube.
What are some?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark?
Trolls?
Nope.
Is it scam
We
the
would
scammers?
call them something like that.
This is a great subject.
They would be masters of their domain.
Ding, ding, ding.
Tom?
Wankers.
No, but... Nope. Masters of their domain, John.
Sounds like a Seinfeld reference.
It is a Seinfeld reference.
It is.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris?
Newman's?
No. They are called scam baiters. They would be masters at scam baiting.
Ooh.
We will give them to
Masturbator?
nobody.
I should have got the points for saying the heroes, really.
Yeah.
You got plenty of points on that one. Don't worry.
Don't look like it.
What do you mean? You got like
By
400 points.
plenty. Oh, all right.
I was given points for everything that the guys in the comments were saying. All right, so I'm going to go with foreign footy slang for 100. In French, petit pont literally means little bridge. And any way you say it, the defender looks silly.
Ding, 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 ding.
Mark.
There's an extra ding in there, but a nutmeg.
Correct. You get
I
100
gave
points.
the answer in the last question.
Yeah.
Come on, I was a future. It was a future fucking answer, man.
Yeah,
Before and
he
after
projected.
player Filks for 300.
This
All right,
Irish Evertonian should call 911 or 999 for Denzel in this movie title. Ooh, this is tough, Ben.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
Seamus Coleman on fire.
He's good,
You are
isn't he?
correct.
Boom.
Seamus
Bloody
Coleman
hell.
on fire.
How'd you get that?
Nice
Come
one.
on, Stan. I
love
built
this
you
cat-
up. I
love
built
this
you up,
cat
and you've
voice.
answered
Well, I'm
like
really
2
sorry, man.
questions.
I've said ding, ding, ding a few times, and you've not heard me. Last one, Bender
You
one.
need to change your voice.
He
Yeah,
only hears
It's gotta
Chris.
stand out.
and they're very heavy as well. He's very hard this week.
Only here's Chris and Mark.
You know,
Don't
'cause
worry
I-
about it, mate.
It's because I did 2 midweek shows. He's saying it's me singing, even though I'm not.
Oh, you must have done 2 midweek shows for the last 6 months.
No,
Then.
no. What it is he knows me and Tom are going to be here every week without fail. He needs to keep Chris interested, is what it is. So yeah.
If you guys would ding, ding, ding faster,
All right, ding, ding, ding.
answer the question.
My favourite part is just complaining about it. It's brilliant.
New rule: if you say ding 4 times, the 4th ding is your answer.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna deduct 100 points from Mark's answer because he ding, ding,
question.
ding, dinged.
If
But
I
it
got
was
the
only
so
100
question
per
excited.
about a
question.
Chinese snooker player, last name Zhang Hui, then Chris's theory would be correct because his first name is Ding.
Yeah, jing, dong, jing,
Let's
jing, sing, wing.
let's do
Chris.
not safe for work dad jokes. 100.
What do you call a man who cries while he pleasures himself?
Sad wanker. Ding, 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 ding.
Basically.
Sad wanker.
Basically, but no. It's more clever than that. A wankerchief. Saul, love you. Boom, boom, boom.
That's got to
A
be
masochist, probably. Oh, come on, guys.
It just makes me think of the photo goes on the internet of Homer Simpson crying in the bath. I don't know.
Blue. Maybe is the word blue in there?
See, I'm wondering if the word climax is in there, like climax somebody.
Terry Tugger? No, I don't know.
It is
Anyway.
definitely a fluid that comes out in one of these, and the action that you're doing. Bandy got it. Welcome to the
there it
party,
is.
Bandy.
Tearjerker.
Tear jerker. Stoop crew with 100 points there.
That should have
Paul
been.
Right,
H
golf
says
clap for
Paul
Bandy.
H. Paul H's answer is Paul H. Fucking 500 points for that, my friend. Antonio Conte bringing up
Welcome
points.
to the party,
Devin
Mr.
Lindsay.
H.
All right, a tear jerker. Come on, that's brilliant. All right, guys, that would be
that
on
was good,
the
yeah.
Stoop crew.
Should we go 600 and not safe for work?
All right, let's do it. Uh-oh. What's the difference between a Lamborghini and a dead body? Oh, don't go anywhere, Mark.
Ding, ding, ding.
John.
But you texted this to everybody.
Exactly.
No, I didn't.
There's not a
Yeah, you
Lamborghini in Mr. Tom's dungeon.
You are correct. There is not a Lamborghini in Mr. Tom's dungeon.
It's true. It's true. I can't afford one even after winning last week. I can't afford. Or can I? No.
Oh,
Did you
Ben,
wish make
I
that
got
up?
no reaction, Ben. No reaction
No.
from you.
I'm trying to work out. You made that one up.
Oh, yeah.
You found
I
that
made
one on the internet.
I made the
Well,
answer.
in that case, I've full credit to you. But I'm more distraught that you didn't text me it. Everybody else got
well,
it.
because I knew you would be on the show.
Ah.
I had to see with those guys, am I going too far here? And they said yes, so I left it in the show. Clearly.
It's not a lie, so
he's playing for us, is John, isn't he? So yeah.
Yeah, you guys got the points.
I'll let John pick then.
we're in
He's
front
not
for the
here.
first time in the show.
All right, we're going with foreign footy slang for 200. In Spanish, piscinero translates to pool boy. So we should all call him Grealish el piscinero.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, Ben.
Diver.
Yes, we would have also accepted a diving cunt, a coney diver.
I was going to say diving cunt. Sorry. Yeah.
We would have accepted it and probably gotten bonus points. Matthew Burgess got it right away as well. All right,
I
guys.
thought it was
Stoop
going to
crew,
be
you
worth
guys are in
summer
the lead.
signing.
Can we have AFCON? AFCON for 600, please.
AFCON for
He's no
600.
Daniel James.
This nation comes in first place in the world. The nation has nearly stolen a total, of 25 million pounds from 978 different dating scams. This totals to an average This totals to an average loss per victim of over 25,000 pounds.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben,
South Africa.
no.
Are you getting
Ding, ding,
choked
ding.
up because you fell for this, Lolo?
Yes.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
And Mr. Tom?
Is it Benin? It's next to Nigeria.
No. Oh, and I have to say, this is not an African country. This is.
Oh, well, let me call AFCON. AFCON. Right, ding, 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 ding.
It's
Ben?
the scam.
India.
No.
No.
This is the biggest con of them all. is that I put a question in here that does not have Africa.
Ding, ding,
Lolo
ding.
Land.
Stan, answer the question.
It wasn't me. I didn't ding.
I don't
Ding,
care.
ding, ding.
The UK.
I got one.
Yes,
Ding,
you
ding, ding.
motherfucker. It's the UK, you fucking thieving bastards.
I've got Germany.
Well, I was on a website that
no, I'm only
I
joking.
paid £300 to get these answers. And so they're true.
Was it an English?
All right,
site?
Stan. Yeah, it was a UK site.
Run by the Prince of Nigeria.
Exactly. All right, Stan, pick a category.
Real names for 500, please.
Real names for 500. Fair hooker.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding.
ding, ding.
Ben.
Real.
For what?
Rugby league.
No. It
No,
is
but
a
I
real
get
name.
points for real.
You do.
Thank you.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark?
Golf.
No.
That'd be a great golf name.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm the fair hooker.
Boxing.
Chris?
Baseball?
No.
Ding, ding,
Stan?
Snooker.
No. Ben?
ding. Ding, ding, ding. Chess.
No. It's the NFL.
But I
No
still
bonus
get
points awarded.
500 will do.
Played for the Bears. What a fair hooker.
Real names 600, please.
Andy Freeze.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben?
Real.
Yep.
And he plays frisbee.
Andy Freeze.
Frisbee.
Andy Freeze.
Ice hockey.
Andy Freeze. No.
We know what antifreeze is, or as you Americans
Do
like to
you?
call it,
Do you? Because they
antifreeze.
use it a lot in ice hockey?
Called
So
tone
clearly you
freeze.
don't
It does-
fucking
it-
know what antifreeze
Maybe
is.
they use it for the Zamboni.
Well, maybe when the
Not a
fucking
chance.
Ding,
Nancy,
ding.
Nancy.
Racing? Car racing?
Yeah, sure. NASCAR. You get the 600 points, Stoop crew, but Chris will get the bonus points of whatever, however many clicks I clicked. All right.
One
I don't
click.
understand how
Big
that
Ben.
becomes.
Yeah, it's
You guys
it's
call
fuzzy
it
math.
anti-freeze, not Andy-free. Anti, it's anti in your language.
No.
I like
we
when
say
they call
anti.
it semi-final.
We say
Mr.
anti.
Tom,
For
pick a
antifreeze,
subject.
we say antifreeze.
Sorry, Mr. Ben.
Pick a subject.
But how weird is that the
Oh,
fucking
thank you.
dude's name is Andy Freeze and he's a NASCAR
go?
driver?
Can I go with what's quickly becoming my favourite subject ever, apart from the one that ended up getting Ronald McDonald as an answer? Let's go with AFCON for 200, please.
Oh, I'm telling you, this one I wrote for you, Mr. Tom. What is the term for the scam where scammers prey on their victims through dating sites using false identities? The victims, often vulnerable widows or divorcees from around the world, thought they were in genuine romantic relationships.
Ding,
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 ding.
Ding,
Ding,
ding, ding.
Ben? No, Stan?
Stan was first. I'm going to
Stan
actually
was
hand that
first,
over,
sorry.
yeah.
Catfishing.
No.
What?
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom?
Honey trap.
No, these are all
Ding,
better
ding, ding.
ones than
Ding,
the
ding,
actual
ding.
answer.
The birds.
Ben.
Romance
It's catfishing.
scam. Romance scam.
Yes, you are correct. That
Thank
is
you.
the official. That is what the FBI and CIA and everybody refer to
They
it as.
just blame
as
the
Nigerian
Nigerians for everything.
They don't blame them for it. They fucking did it.
It's because if you take
I blame them for Brexit.
If you take Ian's,
The
if you-
Nigerians.
I blame them because I have no hair.
if you
No,
take
listen.
Ian's name off Nigerian, then what are you left with? That's why.
They were working with Epstein.
Niger.
If
It's a different
so,
place.
they are. There was an article that I read about these people in Nigeria who were talking about all the scam artists that have been caught in Nigeria. And they were saying, look, at least these guys are putting themselves out there and getting a bunch of money and getting a bunch of recognition for the
Fair
country.
play to them, yeah. They've got
So-
nothing over
so
there. My
like-
granddad died in Nigeria, by the way. But they've got nothing over there, absolutely nothing. And if you got a computer,
'cause they
make
have to
it work for yourself.
That's because everything they have to give to the
I'm
police.
sorry, right? But if in this day and age, after years and years of them doing it, if you're stupid enough to fall for a Nigerian romance scam, you deserve everything you got.
That's what that one question was about. Was that it's still working? There was $700,000 dollars.
I worked with a woman. She lost
He
20
broke
grand.
my heart, damn it.
She lost 20
He
grand.
broke my heart.
Do you know, this is genuinely interesting. The thing I learned from the TV show Hustle is you can't con an honest person because every con involves someone trying to get something for nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Well, all of these aren't give me money and it'll make my life better. It's like give me money and eventually we'll get some money out of it.
Yeah, you'll get something out of it, or we'll meet. Or there's obviously it's a carrot at the end of the end of the line. You've just got to dangle whatever carrot pleases people. Do you know? It's
yeah. All right, guys, let's end that category. AFCON for 100. Raymond Abbas, known as Hush Puppy to his 2.4 million followers, was nabbed in Dubai for an alleged scheme that involves ripping off credit card information overseas. Which country is he from?
Ding, ding, ding.
I know this.
Mr. Tom.
Heard about this.
Morocco.
Mr. Tom, like, the name of the country has been in just about every single question here.
But
I think I'm gonna have to. Lose points. Here.
But his name's Moroccan. It's Moroccan.
Nigeria.
It is Nigeria.
Oh come on! They can't be in everything. They're not Granite Xhaka.
It was. I was looking for more countries, but no. Everyone is trying to catch up.
They ain't
to
owned Granite
Nigeria.
Xhaka status. What is this shit? They ain't got 6 red cards.
Nigeria is the Nigeria of fucking conning people.
He's got Rolls Royces and everything. This guy.
Let's do player Philks for 400.
I'm sorry.
All right.
This is wonderful.
Northern Ireland's Swiss Army knife helps AIDS victims get the medicine they need in the 80s.
Ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
Stuart Dallas Buyers Club.
Good job.
Oh my God, Mark.
Good job with the question, Lolo. I really struggled with that, didn't I?
I worked it out.
That's wonderful.
Film Philks. Famous Philks before and after.
This one-time Leeds center back,
he's all
and
right.
Woody, proved this film title wrong. So I cleaned it up, Ben, but I didn't make it easy.
No. Can I give my clue?
No.
No, go on. Let me give my clue.
Oh, okay, sure.
I put this Rolls Royce of a defender can.
Yeah, and they would have killed me for that.
So, Mr. Tom, you should get that with Leeds centre back and Rolls Royce.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, is it Ben White?
Yeah.
Stop giving fucking clues.
Chris. Ding, ding.
Ben Whiteman can't jump.
Correct.
See, it worked. Between us, we got him, Lolo.
You told him it was Ben White. He didn't know it was Ben White.
He did.
I did from Rolls Royce.
Woody
from
was
Rolls Royce. Thank you.
Woody was the.
That's why
yeah.
I'm thinking, like, how does it fit into Toy Story?
Yeah. And
I
know from Rolls Royce.
See, that's where I was at.
I know the majority of our following love the Leeds. So I put Rolls Royce.
I removed the Rolls Royce because I know you Leeds fans have that reference there. And I was like, no, that's going to be a direct no.
You put, in your words.
So I straight up
put
put
you think
Leeds.
400 is a bit hard? Do you think they're going to get it?
The clock, guys, the clock.
With Rolls Royce, they would have got it.
No, with Rolls Royce, a Leeds fan would have got it.
Yeah, and that's what Night
And he did.
No.
What's that, Cyril? Very good. Very good.
Anyway, it was what it was.
What do you think of what's that about, Lolo?
It was a good one. It was a good
Chris,
one.
a Liverpool fan, got it.
I just like that you guys are so scared of the formations category.
No, listen, I'm more.
Formation,
I'm more,
600.
No, hold on. I just
Go
love
on,
what you
Chris.
did with the Stuart
The
Dallas
formation used by Pep at Bayern Munich was rooted in possession, but also relied on having tactically flexible and physically fit players who can occupy more than one role at a time. It also had a heavy reliance on the pivot. What was it?
Ding, ding, ding.
Looking for numbers. Chris.
4-2-3-1.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
And remember, he loves Bielsa.
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Tom.
Ding, ding, ding. 4-1-4-1.
Jimmy got it. Jimmy got it.
Yeah.
4-1-4-1. Stoop crew.
You said pivot, not double pivot.
Yes.
3-2 by everyone.
Bielsa
More
played
points
that
for
three.
Saul.
I thought Bielsa plays a 3-3-3-1.
It
Well,
depends whether you're playing
It
against.
we
depends
may
on
be getting
yeah,
to that
one up
later,
front.
Chris.
It depends how many
Spoiler alert.
attackers the other team plays.
Bielsa likes to outnumber your attackers with
3-5-1-1. Go
So
on.
if you've got two
I like the
attackers, we play
12-7
three centre-backs.
Bielsa, as
Right,
Bono
anyway.
says.
Anyway, we'll go famous formations for 500, please. Oh.
Marcelo Bielsa plays more of a 4-1-4-1 these days, an altered version of his traditional formation that didn't really work at Leeds.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
3-3-3-1.
Oh, Jesus. Just give it to him.
Or is it 3-3-1-3?
There you go, 3-3-1-3. There you go. And Saul
No,
gets
that's
bonus
not the
points
same.
for
Does
1-9.
Chris
That's
get
not the
46?
same.
Does Chris get 46
3-3-3-1.
goes every time he gets called up to bat?
3-3-3-1 is not the same as 3-3-1-3.
It's absolutely not the same.
So take the fucking points off him and give them us.
Okay.
Thank you. No. No.
Because if you didn't
For
realize,
God's sake.
I gave you guys more points because Saul put the 1921. You got more points for that,
No, but
but you made me take those away.
You deducted points from me. I are helping you next week.
I deducted points from them.
We
as
might
well.
You know when you
actually
wake
win
up-
next week
You know,
if
when you
you're,
wake
if
up
you're
at
involved.
7 a.m. and you've got a nice category already done
Famous
for you.
formations,
It's not
300.
happening. It's not happening.
Simeone's Atletico Madrid formation has allowed him to create a team of defensive beasts. He's turned almost every single player he's encountered into a jack of all trades and routinely plays his midfielders or forwards out of position.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
4-4-2.
Correct.
I was just going to say 11.
He
had
plays
the
11 defensive midfielders.
No, just 11
Exactly.
players.
Let's finish the category.
Antonio Conte's, this is for you, Najee. Antonio
He's
Conte's
in
system
bed.
proved to be the most
He
effective
just woke
thing
up.
Chelsea have probably ever produced, and it allowed them to smash Premier League records all over.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris.
3-5-2.
No. Matthew
3-5-2,
Burgess got
ding, ding.
it. 4-3.
3-4-3, yeah.
Correct.
Does he
All right,
play
guys.
To Moses.
We've got a minute and a half to finish 12 fucking questions.
Dad jokes, 500.
I guess you did a 3-5-2 at Milan or Inter.
That's number one.
I think we're going to go with foreign footy slang for
Okay.
300. In Polish, szkiszbak refers to a pike, the fish. It's a wonderful way to finish.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding,
ding.
ding.
Ben.
A volley.
No. Well,
Ding, ding, ding.
It would be technically correct, so I'm
Overhead
going to give
volley.
you 100.
Overhead
So Stan,
volley.
you were next?
Chip.
No.
Ding, ding, ding. Overhead
Ben?
volley. Overhead kick.
No.
Ding, ding, ding.
Scissor kick.
Matthew Burgess got it.
Yeah, I was going to say
Diving header. Like
like
a
a
pike.
fish.
I like the divers in,
Like a
as in
salmon.
diving, yeah.
That's why I gave you a volley, because it is technically a volley.
The head volley.
Headers and
It's a
volleys.
headed.
It's,
Yeah.
just, it's a game you play as kids, headers and volleys.
All right. Foreign footy slang. In Romanian, asta cu fundul in poarta literally means sitting with the ass in goal, which we'd refer to as what?
Ding, ding, ding.
Stan.
Parking the bus.
Correct. Parking the bus. I like that Chris Baldwin. Bielsa plays with 9 wingers and a goalie and a striker. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, and engancho. All right, we're going with before and after player Filks. This ex-Spurs Rabona expert is Kirsten Dunst's sister and finds their strained relationship challenged as a mysterious new planet threatens to collide with Earth in this Lars von Trier flick.
What's this category again? Sorry.
This is yours. I
All
changed
right.
this. You don't know the answer to this, so you can.
Oh
guess.
yeah, I do. Ding ding ding, ding ding ding.
Yeah.
Eric Lamelaland.
No. Wrong film. Wrong film.
Each you get points for
Kirsten
for that
Dunst isn't in La La Land.
All right, Eric Lamela.
Nor is La La Land a Lars von Trier flick.
Elia Noir.
I think I can take a pee break on this one.
Ding ding ding. Eric Ella. I don't fucking know you. I'm trying to think Kirsten Dunst films.
Eric Mel. New planet threatens.
The only part
of it.
I don't think she was in Armageddon.
No, but that should get points, really.
Yes, I thought you would have got this one. I thought you watched films.
Is that the sophisticated? Is that the like?
He
you say films when it's sophisticated.
He watches Filks.
Filks.
Filks. Lamelarmageddon. I'm giving you points for that. It is not correct, but Saul, you are fucking a genius. I'll give you another hint. The last 4 letters of his name are the first 4 letters of the title of the one-word film. One-word titled film.
Is it Melancholia? Is it that one? La la la. Eric yeah.
I'm giving it to you, Eric La Melancholia.
That's the bitch, yeah.
There you go, Ben.
Thank you. I still think Eric Lamelaland was better.
Yeah, but we did La La Land last week.
Okay.
And that's also not a Van Trars.
The Melarmageddon was the best one.
He had another one for La La Land, but I was...
Okay.
We had
No,
used
I
La La
agree.
Land
I
last
agree.
week.
Right. That joke's 500.
The movie was called Fuck Spurs.
We're going with...
He's just
what did you say?
shamelessly trying to get bonus points.
500, please.
Mo Master, you have to understand the category. It doesn't matter if you get half of it right. We all knew it was Eric Lamela from the beginning. That wasn't the problem.
It was the goal of the season.
How long has he been playing this?
Oh my God.
To be fair, he is tied up usually.
What did the leper say to his hired sex worker?
I love when John pops up.
Ding, ding, ding.
Me too.
Need
John.
a hand?
No. But that would be good. So, John, you get points. What team are you on?
He's on our crew.
You both.
You just give him. I'm gonna sack
Shut
you.
up, Ben. I gave you more points. You make me go to pieces. All right, I'll give you that. Knock me a bit off. I'll give you that. Can you give me a hand with this? All right.
Are you
what
staying
would you
for
say
crumble?
when you're leaving the bar?
I don't say
I could
shit
murder.
when
I could
leave the
murder
bar.
a curry.
They
just
don't
leave
do this.
the bar.
They don't do this in Europe as much as we do here in the States.
Oh, is this when you
Something about a tip?
when you eat greasy food?
Hope I didn't rub off on you.
What is that called?
John,
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Mark.
Here's my tip.
This is like, yeah, it's like here's and
Keep the
keep the
tip.
tip.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Bring your sister.
I miss the more simple days. I miss the days of World Cup '94.
The Swedish would say Zidane gave Materazzi a dansk skalle, a Danish skull.
Ding, ding,
Ding,
ding,
ding, ding.
Ben,
Headbutt.
you are correct. Guys, somehow,
we're level.
you know what's amazing is I don't even fucking try this.
No,
these
no,
days.
that's what's
It
so
just
number one
happens.
about it. That's just
Just have some points.
When I hit the button of like, okay, give them the points, and it was tallying, I didn't know how many it was.
Now
Right,
both these questions are worth 300.
I'm going to go for the 200, so we've still got a chance.
All right, here we go. What does a horny frog say?
Fucked it.
Rib, ding, ding, ding.
Chris?
Ribbed it?
No, but you're on the right trail. I would say more of like a creepy frog on a subway. I like that at least I get a lot of joy out of these questions. You guys may not love them, but I'm having a blast here.
Oh, you definitely get the joy.
I would like there to be more AFCON next week, if I'm being honest.
So
Yeah, but you would make it a
Ribbit,
legitimate AFCON.
Ribbit is the normal one. A
Bang
frog usually says ribbit.
Ding, ding, ding.
So this creepy frog in the subway says,
Ding, ding, ding.
Mr. Tom.
Rub it.
You are correct.
Yes, Mr. Tom. That's what I'm talking
The
about.
question doesn't matter.
Rub it.
I like Jimmy's
All right,
answer.
guys.
Last question.
Budweiser.
For the win. Oh.
400 not safe
Guys.
for work dad jokes, please.
Okay, we will do that, but I've totally forgot we were supposed to do this in like hour 1.
Oh, yeah,
quarter
tonight's
15.
sponsor.
We have forgotten about tonight's sponsor, and John's gonna fucking murder me. Or he's like, fine, leave it to next week because you've made me create too many of these. But guys, thank you for being here for over 2 hours tonight. Everybody, I hope you guys have been having a good time. We've been having a good time.
I like Chris Baldwin's answer, though. Hop along.
That's a good one. Just remember, if you guys love what we're doing and you guys are entertained by everything that we're doing, that's all we're bringing is entertainment. You too can become a sponsor of the show. But we actually have a shit ton of sponsors. We even have some that we don't even know about. As for example, tonight we have a mystery sponsor. And the On the Stoop mystery sponsor. Hold on, Lolo, it gets weird from here. From the makers of glow-in-the-dark toilet paper comes the latest in bathroom technology. Say goodbye to costly toilet paper. We got Roto Wipe.
I bet that'd feel amazing on the sack.
Fucking Roto Wipe.
What the fuck is that, John?
Just be
That's
careful,
like a
nothing gets
grinder.
caught.
It's a Greta
Shower.
approves it. Again.
Power sprayer.
I like the star system.
Elmo
Elm
Maple
slash
Leaf.
Maple Leaf.
Shower. The bidet toilet paper, Elmer or Maple Leaf
I
only
think,
gets
I
1
think that
star.
that's a dig at the Canadians there, Stan. Elmo Maple Leaf.
I'm not Canadian.
I know, but you live there. Just as bad.
Oh my God! It has a striping. He's grinding a potato. Or the nails, buffing.
You can
There's
actually
a
use
buffing
it
disc.
to cut. Wow.
Do more with the expansion discs.
This
Extra
does
soft,
everything.
cotton-like material buffs and shines glass, metal, and most oil-based painted surfaces like your butthole. Oh, what?
Wow, Lolo's been working out.
Yeah, no shit.
Mr.
never
Lolo, how
travel
would
with-
I go about buying my very own Roto wipe?
Go to rotowipe.com/on the stoop with Lolo, and they will have no clue what you're talking about, but you will get one of
Lolo
these
doesn't
for
need
free.
toilet paper. He just pisses himself.
If you'd have had one of them in that Panamanian prison, maybe you wouldn't have got beaten up by Bunny's men.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was great, John. Okay, don't forget, go to rotowipe.com/on the stoop with Lolo, and it'll send you to an African Prince page. And that is John.
You should make
So
AFCON
here-
a sponsor next week.
Here we go, guys. This is for all the marbles. Winner take all right here. Swipe. Says Paul H. Here we go.
Reusable toilet paper. Swipe.
What's the difference between a snowman and a snow woman?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ben.
A carrot and 2 pieces of coal.
No.
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
John.
Snowballs.
Snowballs.
He's on our team, so I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
You are correct. Da, 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 da.
And Carol Gunny got it too.
Well done. Well done.
Mark, I'm still mad about last week
How so?
because we really won by 4,000 points last week.
I rewatched it and you really didn't.
I think we did.
If you actually studied who said the ding ding dings first, you would end up with about 20% of the points you usually get. So,
Look at
So,
the dance.
Stan, what do you think of trivia and happy hour, man? Good to have you on. You've been quiet for a while.
I didn't know any of the answers, man.
Me neither.
Do you know what I mean? I was like thinking of what I was going to get for shopping, whether they were going to find any treasure on Oak Island. I was miles away.
Fucking okay.
I've watched
Well,
that show a couple of
glad
times.
we could have
Pretty
you
funny.
here. Glad we could have
we
you
love
here
you. We
just
love you,
watching
Stan,
us
man.
act a fool.
same time next week, Stan.
Yeah, right. See you then.
Well, guys,
At least
it's
you
been
can
a
sit
shit ton
back
of
and
fun.
relax.
And if anybody is interested, we will be kicking off for a little bit of a post-game after party. If you guys are interested, go ahead and click the link and you can call in and chill out with us and talk for a little bit. I'm not sure how many of these fellas are going to be staying here, but I'll be here for a little bit. Director John may be here for a little bit. Ben Ireland has nothing else to fucking do. So he's like, I'm rolling a joint. What are you talking about?
You know this, don't you?
But Mark, Mr. Tom, Ben, Chris, Stan, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time. Jesus. Mail that
Yeah.
over.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it, Cyril? Yeah.
All right, guys, there's the link for you
Yeah,
right
man.
there. So, Jimmy, go ahead and click that link. Bono, click the link. Paul, click the link. Mo Master, if Mr. Tom allows you to use your camera in the dungeon, click the link. There's Stan the Man right there. I hope you guys have had a good time. So
Had a
we're
great
gonna
time.
call
Good
it a
night,
day.
everybody, and keep fishing, Chris. Keep fishing.
Yeah, he'll be here. Keep fishing. Good night, everybody. We'll see you
Right.
Monday.
Thank you.